You came back. Hi, welcome to part 3. Building a industrial doom drone ritual techno 51 BPM track. Awesome. Okay, so let's just recap everything that we did. We have a drone on track 1, did a kick drum and a snare, so kick on 9, a snare on 10. One thing that I didn't do that we need to do right now is function save project. And this is the way that I'm kind of holding everything, because I'm not 100% over the process of Electron file management. I mean, you can probably tell by this still being untitled, because when I explained in video 1 is I'm really just building all of this on patterns. So I'll just go through like bank A, pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm pretty much just kind of improvising around a single pattern. That's just my process. Not having sort of complicated fills, I'm making quite slow music that gives me time. And really, my approach is to be able to make multi-layered tracks that enable you to be able to kind of listen through to things that are kind of going on. So rather than like lots of kind of freaky fills and being able to sort of change between songs, I have much more fun in terms of just muting, doing control all, manipulating different parameters. That's just me. That's just kind of how I do it. So in terms of making sure that everything that I'm building is being saved as I'm going, I have one project which is called AO Project 01, and then I'm just going function save project every now and then, and making sure that I'm capturing everything. Okay, let's just have a quick listen and see where we're at to have a think. So this video is all going to be about making a second drone to work with the first one, because I've got my kick and I've got my snare kind of going on. I think we can just listen to the kick and then bring the snare in. Sorry, I was going to do one more thing with that snare, which is over here in the mod. I just really want that to pan. So we'll go down to the amp and pan. And yes. And I think a random wave. I think really slow. Yeah, we'll sync it to a time divisor. Let's try. And let's bring the drone in. Just see where we are. I'm just going to stop and press play because I've only got one trig right at the very start of the first bar, and that'll be boring for you because we have to play through that. So let's just listen to it all at once. The other thing, and the thing that I'm going into this next drone layer that I'm thinking about, is around spatial and panning, being able to, because I used up all my modulation slots, all my LFO slots, for modulating different parameters. So in this second one, I'm going to work a bit more, but bringing a bit of panning into the snare is starting to get a bit of stereo width for me. Okay, just going to cut for a second and I'll be back and we'll build that second one. Yeah, hi, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's Christmas Eve and I had to take the kids to drive around and look at all the Christmas lights all the way through our little tiny seaside village town. Okay, so I think what I was talking about was we've got a snare, we've got a kick, we've got the drone. I was just talking about getting some sort of spatial stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about specifically for this next one. So let's go into track 2, see the machine. Let's go with FM tone. I think there was some stuff in there that we didn't really explore with the first one. And the other thing is thinking about the register that it's in. So it's starting to fill up those kind of low to mid frequencies. So really kind of looking at some overtones. I'm thinking about opportunities where it's kind of feeling like long feedback arcs. So, you know, pitches kind of going up and down with that. So let's try and see where we're at here. Down. That's good. So let's just quickly start by bringing these levels up again so we can hear them. Isn't that interesting, like listening to... Okay, so again, finding things to potentially modulate. So that's A level and B level. And then also, oh, I'm just interested to know. So this must only be controlling the volume, but not this. What happens if I do this and then if I drop that? Am I going to get that so it kind of goes up to that and then back down again? Let's listen. Oh my God. Okay. That's really cool. So let's... Okay, happy. Let's see what this one does. So let's get that going on as well. Maybe a longer attack. We'll make that one a bit shorter. Then have a really long decay back down. And is it too soon? I don't know if it's ever too soon for a bit of reverb and delay. Let's listen to that. So in thinking about this, it's going to mean that, so where with track 1, I just had a single trig and then had quite a long duration for that note. This one might need sort of multiple trigs to keep triggering that loop over and over again. But let's just keep playing in here and seeing. A delay. I've never looked in here. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, phase reset C, phase reset A, B, and C. I wonder if this is phase reset all, phase reset off. I think I'm going to have to go back to the manual and see, but how nice would it be if we could have these as looping? And I'm wondering if there's something inside of that. So I'll have to look up that later on. All right. subtle. All right, I'm going to just do straight modulation. Let's go into the mix. Yes. And I'm going to go random and slew that, and I think I'm going to do it pretty fast. Let's have a look. I wonder if that's that feedback. Yeah, it is. Let's go down and just get a little bit of detuning going on. There's a point where you just kind of got to go, that's really kind of working for me. I was going to just keep thinking about this feedback, because that's going to get nuts when it sort of... You can hear that little textured noisy bit. So maybe that's just more of, because I am going to come back to the pan, but this will be my last kind of modulation, and let's just do that and that and whoops, sorry. Pan. And then, shall we try? Shall we just have a little bit of a try on 3 and spread? kick and the primary low frequency drone. And I don't know what I'm doing about filtering yet, but let's just add a bit of resonance and have a listen. Okay, let's sequence that. What I'm gonna do is just put a note in. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that, and put a length in there. And even though, so because I've got one note in and I'm just one bar long, if I now go to like this and do this, that's going to mean that now as I go through, oh, what? Yes, no, why didn't that do that? When I've done that before, there's been, it doesn't matter. Let's just go back and copy that. And maybe let's put it in some different locations. And then the other thing I was going to do was maybe on this one, jump it up. And then down here, paste that one again. Where are we there? Yeah. 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 Let that go here. And let's let it die at that point. Come back and go here, but then here, and then go up. Gee, I hope I've got that in the right note. And then we'll let it die there. And that length on those should be long enough to let that envelope in the operators kind of kick in. Let's give it a go. I wonder what's... Let's just listen. for me. So that's cool. The only other thing was maybe, like right down here, I wonder if that's still pasty. It is. And so I'm gonna drop that, go right the way all up, all the way up, all the way up. And then that'll reset as it hits back. So it should just be like a board right there. Let's just have a listen and then I'll let you go for yeah, so that needs to be copied and pasted there. So I think that'll work better because that'll give that envelope time to come up. Okay, thank you very much again for watching. This was part 3. I'm going to keep working on this, but I don't know if there's much more to show you. I'm going to do some hi-hats and probably some extra layers, and probably try some extra machines for a couple more sort of drone layers. If it's interesting, I'll record it and share it with you, but you're probably done for the minute and we'll do another video later. Thanks very much for watching. Again, put in the comments what you're doing. You can always contact me through my website, abriojos.net. Connect, always up for collaborations, conversations, discussions. Like, subscribe, and talk to you later. Cheers, bye.